Good morning.
The gang's all here.
The gang is all here. That's awesome.
We're all here.
Okay, let's go. We're ready, right? Towel, water, whatever you need. Okay, front of the mats today. Take a nice big deep breath. Reach the arms nice and long. And then we're taking it all the way down. Just completely unweight your upper body. Stay here for 3 big deep breaths. And try to get the legs straight if they're cooperating today. It's always a question, right? Okay, roll yourself up very slowly. Nice. Now take another big deep breath. Really reach and then take it all the way back down. 3 big deep breaths. And now roll up again, nice and slow. We're going to sweep this right arm up. Try to get it nice and long so you get a big stretch through your side body. So first it goes up, lift the shoulder up, and then take it over just a little bit. When you start to go over, the stretch goes further down. Probably you're feeling it somewhere over that hip. And then let's do the same with the other side. So sweep this arm up nice and slow. Big sweep. Lift that shoulder up. And then slowly take it over. Doesn't need to be a lot to get into that waistband area. I'm going to come back down. We're going to do it one more time on each side, nice and slow. Big, slow reach of that arm, lift the shoulder up, and then take it over. And then other side, last one. Big reach. And then over. When you go over, I still would like you to keep that arm long. Okay, come back nice and slow, make a fist. You're going to sweep the elbows back, hold halfway down. So we call these good mornings. They're really good for you to do every day. So first we just go about halfway till you start to feel the back of the upper legs. Get that nice pull. And then once you've done a few, see if you can go a little further. Ideally, your legs are kept nice and straight and your neck is long. We're pushing the hips towards the back of the room and weighting into our heels. Do a couple more. Try to go a little deeper if it's there for you. Keep those elbows high. I want you to feel the upper back working. Squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other. Nice. Okay, release the arms. Give me a gentle sway so we get all nice and loose through these arms. And then you're going to take the left arm shoulder height, hold it with the right, and then just slowly start to move it across the midline of the body. Just so you feel a nice little stretch on the back of the shoulder. Now release it and let's do the same with the other one. Sweep it across. Next, now clasp the fingers together. Pull the elbows back. Please don't pull the head forward, right? You're just lifting the arms into this position and then trying to move the elbows back. We're going to hip hinge forward, just a little, not a lot. And then come back up. And do a little forward lean, sticking that butt back, and come back up. This should be work for your shoulders and your thoracic spine. Keep pulling those elbows back when you have gravity wanting to drop them down. Please don't pull on your head. Now release the arms and hold all the way down. 3 big deep breaths. Okay, we're going to inhale and extend the spine. Look towards the front of the mat or just off the front. Let's walk the fingers forward. Try to move your hips back. I want you to stretch out your lats. So you get that little tug of war going on between the fingers moving forward and the hips going back. Make sure your neck is comfortable. Let that head go. And then just fold down. Put your hands down on the mat. Step your left foot back and then the right one. You're in high plank. So let's make sure we remember to draw the belly up and in. And now meet me in your down dog. Elevate onto the tippy toes. Push the heels back down. Just oscillate between up and down a few more times. And now let's float it forward. You're in your high plank. Step your feet in so the knees are under your hips. Knees down on the floor. Let's do some cat-cows. Nice and slowly. Really create space between the shoulder blades. Okay, let's open the knees a little wider than hip width. Come onto the tops of your feet. And I want you to sit it back. We're going to go to a child's pose. 5 deep breaths. Okay, let's come back up onto all fours. Bring your knees back under the hips. Tuck those toes under. We're going to elevate the knees just a tiny bit and then put them back down on the ground. Oscillate between the two. Okay, let's go to a small downward dog. Heels on the mat this time, legs nice and straight. Come back to bear. Put your knees down. Take it back to a small down dog. So your feet are as far back as they can be, where you're still able to get the heels down. Come back to your bear. And put the knees down. You're going to shift those hips back over the heels, and we're going to walk our hands to the front corners of the mat. Try to lower the chest towards the floor as you breathe. Open the right palm to face the ceiling. Pick the hand up off the floor. And then try to reach it nice and long. Same on the other side. Open, lift, and reach. And just keep oscillating side to side. Really rotate the palm so it's really facing up towards the ceiling. Now let's come up onto all fours. You're gonna take your right hand to your right ear, lift that right shoulder up. Cross the elbow over to the left arm. Sweep it back up. Keep going nice and slow. Let's switch sides. Make sure you're keeping the hips nice and quiet. It's really just the lift of the shoulder. Try not to lock out that elbow in the right arm. Your hips are quiet. And relax. Tuck the toes under if they're not already. You're right back into that small dog. Walk your hands backwards towards the feet. Pull forward, fold. Inhale, extend the spine. Bend your knees into a little squat and then straighten. You're keeping your spine long. Just bend and straighten. Okay, pull forward, fold. Both hands are going to hold on to your left ankle. Kickstand the right foot. Adding on, sweep your right leg back. Challenging your balance a little bit here today. Try to keep that right hip down so they're nice and even. Your hands can be anywhere. If you need a little more assistance, you can put them on the floor. Okay, let's take that right leg down. We're going to kickstand the left foot. Move the left leg back behind you. Try to get it parallel to the floor if you can. Put the left leg down. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Ooh, we are. Big deep breath. Keep the arms up, but keep them slightly forward so you can see them as you look straight ahead. Big deep breaths. Now try to lift up the shoulders. And then put them down. And lift. And lower. And lift. Nice. Now come halfway down with your arms by your side. Palms face the floor. Just hold here, take some nice deep breaths. Let's try to weight into our heels and shift our hips back a little bit. Now take the arms out to the side like an airplane. Try to lift the hands a little higher up. And now move the arms forward. And now take them all the way back up. Lift the shoulders and lower. And lift. And lower. One more. Come back parallel to the floor. Arms out to the side. Try to lift them. Sweep them forward. Come back up. Reach. Lift. And lower. And relax. We're going to kickstand the right foot. Take your hands to your waist. You have the option to tuck the foot inside the ankle. Try to relax the foot. So you're just picking a spot and staring at it. Calm breathing. Now see if you can pick your knee up and hold the balance. Whoops. Circle your foot because it feels good for your ankles. Go the other way. Point and flex, why not? Okay, relax that leg. Let's kickstand the left one. When you start to balance on one leg, I always want you to think about lifting up and trying to get taller from the top of the head. Tuck that foot inside if you can. Let's take the knee up. Circle the foot. Other way. Point and flex. And let's put it down. We're going to turn and face the right side of the room and take your feet pretty far apart. I'm going to put the backs of my feet just against the edge of the mat. I like to have my feet pointing directly forward, but whatever angle feels good for your knees is where you should have your feet. We do want to get into the inner thighs and groin area, so try to get your feet pretty far apart. Now you're going to shift your hips back, fold over, and then walk the hands forward off the mat. So you got that same type of war going on we were doing earlier, only you have your legs far apart. Now we're going to switch it up. We're going to take the arms through the legs, palms face the floor, walk them out so you can fold over a little more. Keep the legs straight if you can. Bring your hands back to the front edge of the mat. You're going to inhale and extend the spine. And we're going to transition into windmill. So I want you to take your left arm out to the side, parallel to the floor. And then lift the left shoulder up. Feel that stretch on the inside of your right leg. Shift your hips back. Put the hand back down. Stay on the same side and do it again. Lift. Shift your hips back. And relax. One more time. Lift. And relax it all the way down to the top of the head, hovering to the floor. Walk the hands through the legs. Keep trying to inch them a little further. And now take them onto the mat, front edge, right arm out to the side, windmill on the right side. So you're going to lift and lower it 3 times, nice and slow. Now let the top of the head hover. Inhale, extend the spine. Fingers walk out, hips shift back. Back to that tug of war again. Okay, left, center the weight between the pad and heel of the feet. Left hand up to your hips, then the right hand. So your torso is now parallel to the floor. Proud out the chest, draw the belly in. Just hold here. Take a few breaths. Isometrically, try to pull your feet together. You get more muscle activating in the legs. And then lift the torso up. We're gonna walk the feet together. Come all the way to the back of the mat, facing the front. Big deep breath. Nice and slow. Bring your hands to heart. Step your left foot forward. Big step. Really go for it. Now, the back heel, you're going to raise and lower it. Nice and slow. Try to keep or get the heel all the way down to the floor. And if it's really easy for you to do that, take that back foot, move it a little further back. Like I can barely get my heel down, and that's where you really get that nice stretch, lengthening of that muscle. Okay, we're going to start to work our upper body while we do this. Send the arms out in front. Give me a big forward lean and bend into your front leg. So now I have 80% of my weight in my left leg. Sweep the arms back, crowd out your chest. Try to push your back heel down now, but you're keeping the bend in the front leg. Now, as you lift the heel up, I want you to raise the arms up. And then take them down. And lift. And lower. Now, bring the arms parallel to the floor. Give me a really big lean. So really what I'm asking you to do is put most of your weight in the left leg. Now rotate the arms to the left and then to the right. Your range of motion, you want to be challenging it without compromising form. Let's do a few more. Now reach the arms forward. Bring your hands to heart. Come off your back foot and get your body parallel to the floor. You're not here long, just try. And then stand up. Deep breath. So we're going to do some sun salutations before we go over to the other side. So swan dive it down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold, palms down, step back, plank. Give me a little hover, and then go to your up dog. You can have your knees down. Now meet me in your down dog. Baby steps forward with your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Reach the arms up. And then take it down. Palms down, step back, plank. Let's hover. Go to your up dog. Tuck the toes under, down dog. Baby steps backwards with the hands to the feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. Hands to heart. Step your right foot forward. Big step. You gotta kind of get a little edgy with this. So I've got a bend in my front knee. I'm gonna lower the heel towards the floor. Pick it back up. Might get there, you never know, you gotta try. Okay, lift the heel up, lean forward. So automatically I'm wading into this right side now. Send the arms out in front. I want you to rotate to the right and then left. Kind of flow nice and gracefully from side to side. Okay, bring your hands to heart, lean in a little bit more, bend a little more into that knee, lift that heel up in the back. Then come off that leg if you can. Try to get the body parallel to the floor. And then come back up to standing. Nice, big deep breath. Swan dive down. Palms down, step back plank. Lower to the forearms. Low plank. Draw the belly in. Now you're going to lower the hips to the floor and pick them back up to your low plank. Do that 9 more times. Keep the belly in while you do this. Should be 3 or 4 counts to get up. Once you're up, push those legs nice and straight. 3 or 4 counts to get back down. Keep pulling in the stomach. Couple more. We got a nice little reprieve coming up. Work it now. Okay, put your knees down, walk your elbows backwards. You're going to do a nice little child's pose of your choice. Okay, come all the way up. Move those feet up to the side. We're going to meet in staff pose. So you're going to sit up nice and tall with your heels in the front corners. Legs fully extended, feet flexed. Take the arms out in front. You're going to C-curve the spine. We're coming down really slowly. Draw the belly in. Send the arm all the way back behind you. I want you to stay here for 5 deep breaths. Bring the arms by your side. I want you to get flat on your shoulder blades. Send those feet in towards the butt and start to rock your pelvis forward and back. Keep pulling in the stomach while you're doing this. Okay, let's find a neutral place for your back to hang out. You're going to step your right foot over the left thigh with it flexed. Try to move the right knee forward. Lift your left foot just off the floor an inch. Now I want you to start that tug of war. Using the right foot to push the knee forward and down, but don't let it. And then put the left foot down and the right. Switch up sides. Left foot over right. Really try your best to move the knee forward. Once you have that activation, right foot comes up and you start your push. Put the right foot down and the left. Go back to the right foot on the left thigh. Now we're gonna use our hands to help guide the left knee in as we move the right knee forward. You can hold under or around the hamstring or your shin, whatever is comfortable. This is more about the hips. Okay, you're gonna release the hands, but just put the left foot back down on the floor. Keep the right foot sitting on top of the thigh. And then let the right knee rotate down towards the floor on the right side. You're gonna be rolling over that glute and hip. It should feel really good. Do that 3 or 4 times. Both feet on the floor, we're gonna switch sides. So left foot on right side, flex it. You're gonna use your arms this time. Hold on to the hamstring or the shin. Still have that tug of war going on though. Let's gently put the right foot down. Now you're gonna roll that left knee down to the floor, nice and slow. And then come back up. Try to keep that foot on the thigh as you go up and down, 3 or 4 counts each way. Okay, let's send the legs all the way up to the ceiling. Just relax the arms. Open the legs as wide as they can go. Stay here for 5 deep breaths. Okay, bring the legs together, bring the knees in, give yourself a nice little hug, maybe a circle to massage that lower back. We're gonna put the the feet down on the floor, hip width apart. Smaller bend in the knee, not quite as big. Just let the knees go to the right. Wherever they land is fine. Pick the left arm up and send it straight backwards. I want you to stay here for 5 deep breaths. The left arm is long and it's reaching to touch the back of the room. This is work. This is not easy. It should feel challenging. Your left chest faces straight up at the ceiling. Okay, bring the legs up, bring the arm in, send the legs the other way, and send that right arm up and straight back. It's really a big reach. Bring the arm in, bring the knees up. You're gonna roll onto the right side of your body with your legs bent. So meet me in that position. Your knees are gonna bend so they're at hip height. You can take a towel or a pillow for your head. So I've got my knees stacked, my feet stacked. I'm gonna send this left arm out to the side and I'm gonna lift it up. And send it all the way to the other side. I'm not gonna change the position of my legs. So we're getting a deep chest stretch here. Now, if you've kept your knees and feet stacked, that left arm isn't gonna get anywhere close to the floor. But the important thing is that you're feeling a great stretch. Okay, send the arm back down to the floor. So those muscles get a little reprieve. And then we're gonna lift again and rotate again. Don't forget to breathe. Send the arm back down. And lift it one more time. Okay, bring the arm in, bring the knees back up. We're gonna switch up sides. So you're gonna lie on the left side, knees at hip height. Feet stacked. Right arm sends forward and then sweep it up and over. You can follow your gaze with the arm. Try to keep it long, no bend in that arm. And then bring it back down. And send it back over. And bring it back down. And one last time. Okay, bring the arm in, bring the knees back up. So you're lying on your back. Your left knee is gonna come into the chest. Hold behind the knee, like your hamstring. Send your right leg down along the floor. So try to keep the calf on the floor, try to keep the back of the knee pushing down. As you hug this left knee in close. Now send this right leg up to the ceiling. And then switch sides. Hug the right knee in, send that left leg down. Okay, send the left knee in. We're going to transition to a happy baby. So arms come inside the legs, take hold of the outside of the feet if you can, and then send those heels up towards the ceiling. Let's use our arms to help get the knees down a little more. But I'd like your lower back to stay connected to the earth. Okay, let's put the feet on the floor close to your butt. So you have a big bend in the legs. We're gonna kind of massage our upper back a little bit by bridging up the hips. Nice and slowly, and you're gonna feel, if you're nice and flat on the shoulder blade, it's almost gonna feel like an upper back massage. So tilt the pelvis up. Start to peel up one vertebrae at a time. You're pushing through the heels. Lift those hips up, push through your heels. Now, if your knees have splayed out, use your inner thigh muscles to pull them back in. And then slowly roll it down. The slower you go, the nicer it's gonna feel. It's kind of like foam rolling for your upper back. Now, once you get down, rotate the pelvis forward. Tilt it back. Push all the weight into the heels and come back up slowly. And then do it again. Down as slow as you can. Roll the pelvis forward. Tilt it back one more time. All the weight goes into the heels as you lift up. And then slowly come back down. Nice, bring both knees into the chest, pull behind the knees. We're gonna just circle them out, forward and around. Big circles. Change your direction. Okay, let's send both legs up towards the ceiling. We're gonna have the arms on the floor by your side. Palms face down. You're gonna slowly push the heels out and lower just one leg down towards the floor. You're moving in slow motion. So I've started with my right leg. As I slowly lower it, I feel the whole right side of my body working. Keep it strong, keep that belly down and in. And then once you get down, start to come back up. And then switch sides. It's all about pushing the heel out and keeping the leg nice and straight and moving slowly. Come back up just as slow as you went down. Nice, now put the feet back down on the floor with a pretty good sized bend in the legs. You're just gonna roll the feet to one side, pick them up, roll them to the other. Just keep going, this is just a little reset for your core and your lower back. Okay, extend the legs out. Send the arms back behind you. Come up Pilates style, one vertebrae at a time. Arms pull forward, head lifts, belly draws down. Take it between your legs. Your spine is flexing, your head is relaxing. Okay, come back up. You're gonna bring your left foot in towards you and then the right. As close to you as you can, holding onto your shins. Then you're gonna send the left hand behind you and then the right, fingertips only. And then push yourself off the floor, walk your hands towards your feet, get up onto your toes. So I'm on the pads of my feet, getting a nice stretch in my feet. And then transition to a full fold.
Looking through your knees to the back of the room, I'd like you to cross your arms. Take a couple of nice big deep breaths. And then roll up slowly. One vertebrae at a time. Release the arms, take a nice big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Great job, guys. Woohoo! I didn't have my camera today. So I hope it was okay.
Oh,